SARASWATI 2.0 Podcast Talks.
Hello, I am Dr. Vivekanand from MNIT Jaipur, and in today's podcast, we will be talking about the SARASWATI 2.0, where an expert, Professor Makran Ghanrekar, he will be throwing some light on the history and the importance of this project, which has been funded by European Union and Government of India.
In extension to the Saraswati 1 project, then we submitted the Saraswati 2.0 project to the European Union and DST for possible funding, where our objective was to provide a tertiary treatment to the secondary treated wastewater. The secondary treatment technology which we demonstrated in Saraswati 1 project. So we wanted to produce reusable quality treated water. With this objective, we submitted this proposal. From offering tertiary treatment, we also aimed here to manage the sludge what is generated in the biological wastewater treatment. So with this objective, the Saraswati 2.0 project is about to provide a complete solution for wastewater treatment to make it more sustainable and affordable, particularly at a small scale.
So thank you, Professor Ghanrekar, for sharing us the origin of Saraswati 2.0. It was fantastic to know that, as well as the previous projects based on which the Saraswati 2.0 has a very strong foundation. Would you like to share with us what were the funding sources of this project? Because funds are very important to run this kind of international big projects, actually.
Funding sources, majorly Indian counterparts, where we had 7 Indian partners. So their funding is supported by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and we are having 10 European partners from academia as well as industry. Their funding is supported by European Union.
So, Professor Ghanrekar, you have been spearheading this Saraswati 2.0 since many years, of course, including the first one. Would you be kind enough to tell us the mission of this project along with the goals?
So the mission of Saraswati 2.0 project was to provide affordable wastewater treatment solution, particularly for the decentralized sewage treatment plants in India. So basic objective was to search for best available technology for developing countries with the special emphasis on India. And the technologies which are developed by our European Union partner, see their feasibility or any modifications that are required to get them adapted to the Indian condition. So with this objective, we operated about 10 technologies which are developed in the laboratory, maybe at the TRL level 5 or 6 by our European partner, to take this technology to the level of TRL 7 or 8 during implementation of this Saraswati project, necessarily orienting around suitability to the Indian conditions so that these technologies can be further replicated in India as well as other developing countries. So the goal is basically to provide, as I said, best available technology, and particularly when the difference in the European Union partners and Indian partners is the cost of processing of the water. That is a major bottleneck where people will have acceptability of a particular technology or not. So tailor-making a technology or fine-tuning a technology to make it suitable under Indian condition, that was the objective, at affordable cost. So many of the technologies which are developed, so we could come out of other alternative or substitutes so that the cost of construction of the technology and operation and maintenance can be reduced to make it affordable solution, particularly with the interest of developing countries, application in developing countries.
Looking at the Saraswati 2.0 and its focus on the wastewater treatment technologies and its identification as well as its deployment of these technologies for wastewater treatment, what are the impacts in these kind of decentralized water treatment plants on India's water security as well as the environmental sustainability of the technologies which has been identified?
Traditionally, the old cities in India, all of them are having centralized water supply as well as centralized wastewater collection and treatment system. So having implemented that, and the sizes of the cities are growing, particularly you are aware of the population size that we have, about 1.4 billion. The cities are becoming, more and more cities are becoming crowded, and the extent of city is increasing. So no more the centralized collection system could be a sustainable option. At the same time, when we are collecting the sewage in a centralized manner, it becomes difficult for us to utilize the treated water on site as well as the nutrient or other resources recovery when we are practicing while treating wastewater. Their back use in the urban area may be difficult because we have to lay a third set of drains as water supply and sewerage, another set of pipeline for distributing the treated wastewater. So that may make it a very costly and unaffordable solution. So we need to go for decentralized sewage treatment, and this is what Government of India is emphasizing right now. So when I said decentralized, so the idea here is to tap about 1 MLD to 5 MLD, million liters per day of the wastewater, treat it in a localized manner so that treated wastewater can be reused back in the same locality, as well as the nutrient or the sludge that is generated can be better valorized and can be utilized to protect, not to allow the nutrient loss from the soil, as well as more sustainability can be provided to the wastewater treatment, wastewater management by adopting the decentralized treatment facility. And this is what Government of India, as well as many other developing countries, are marching in that direction.
Again, I am repeating SARASWATI 1.0 as well as SARASWATI 2.0 because it has been a long number of years of these projects. So based on these long number of years of these projects, of course, we would like to know what long-term benefits can be expected in terms of economic growth, in terms of environmental conservation, as well as the social equity, which is, going to be studied and having impact on a larger front.
First thing, the long-term perspective that this avenue that this project has provided us to interact with our European partner. So many of them we have worked with in the SARASWATI 1.0 project, but at the same time, the SARASWATI 2.0 helped us in further strengthen our bonding, understand each other, understand the technologies that they have developed, and because of the openness and then the belief in each other, so we could share more openly whatever the technology or whatever the aspect that we had in our mind. And with that openness, we could come up with the solutions which are affordable as well as implementable under Indian conditions, as well as with the condition of other developing countries. So as you are aware, the Indian scenario for sanitation is about 35% of the sewage being generated in this country is at present being treated. Around 65% is being discharged untreated into the environment. Let it be a water body or let it be on a irrigation land. So there is a lot of scope for a business model if we really provide affordable and reliable solution. I mean, it's not only the cost of the treatment, but as well as when we are particularly talking about decentralized manner treatment of the sewage, the technology should be robust. The technology should give me reliable solution at all times, because if even at a given few hours it fails, so it might pollute the local environment. So that should not happen. So reliability, assured treatment of the technology, and affordability. So this will provide a bigger avenue for European companies also to get a business in India, as well as it has provided opportunity for the Indian scientists to be on board and then modify technology a bit to suit it in the Indian condition. And I hope this partnership will go along for successful implementation of wastewater management solutions in India. And with this similar experience, it can be extended to other developing countries as well.
Thank you so much, Professor Ganavekar, for your time and insightful comments on SARASWATI 2.0.
Thanks for giving me opportunity to present SARASWATI 2.0 project on behalf of all the partners.
And thank you all our audience who are enjoying and enriching their knowledge with the information we are sharing. So stay tuned with us for our next podcast very soon. Thank you so much.